It is time to do the tier list for free-to-play Dokkan Battle cards. Before we jump into this tier list, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That helps support the channel so we can hit that 100,000 subscriber goal. I appreciate your guys' support. Let me show you guys the tier list. It's been a while since I last did this. This is the 8th anniversary special, just before Saiyan Day stuff. So we got a lot of changing to do. The meta has changed. Brand new teams. Oh my god. Let me first off fix up this mess. I want to drop a few people down, move a few people up because they have brand new teams and everything like that. I think it's time to reevaluate some things. So, starting off, I think Prime Battle Vegeta, I think he drops down to A. I think he drops down a little bit. And then also the Goku, the Trio LR. I don't think they're just usable as much as these other ones. And also defensively viable as much as other ones. I still think Trunks still stays at S, as he's still like multiple enemies, actually decent damage dealer and everything like that. And still works in many different teams. I think in terms of S tier, I also want to lower these two down. Stacking's a little too slow. Early game, especially with this new difficult content, early game is such an important thing that they just are too unreliable. There's not enough Earthlings and Hybrid Saiyans bosses as well. And there's just actually more replacements for them for their specific teams now these days, I think. As well as the Gohan and Videl, Defenders of Justice, which is really their only team. And technically, Bonza Parent and Child as well join forces. Just not really worth it to bring them. For the most part, there's a lot of other replacements as well. I think I'm okay with the rest being here. They're just like slightly there. I think Goku and Gohan are still amazing, especially when you can get the guard off. Yadra Goku has aged a little bit, but you know what? I'll still keep him there. If you can read the super attack, he's just still a defensive beast, and Cab is still okay because he just raises defense twice with his allies. Double super attack, very good support, I still think, in my opinion. Anybody from A lowering down? I don't think so. There's nobody here that's outlandishly bad or doesn't deserve to be in this A spot, I think. So we'll keep moving down. B. B. I mean, I'm not totally mad about any of these as well. Oh, maybe the Vegeta and Bulma can actually go to A now. As the only, well, one of the only free-to-play. And same as Krillin. I don't know why he's not in... yeah, I say these two can go A as one of the two only Orange Piccolo linking partners. I think they deserve an A spot, as it's very, very hard for free-to-play right now to link up with that amazing LR. So I think they can deserve the A spot there, just because of the two links that they do have, which I don't even remember what they are. But yeah, I think that's it for B's and A's. C's? Anybody that can go up? Don't think so. Ooh, actually, Deborah has gotten a nice little glow up. A lot more int units now. Technically, one extra int unit being on the team. Good linking partner for as well for the specific LR that we'll be ranking in a few minutes. So I think actually like around high B is actually a decent spot to be in for him. He gets a decent amount of defense. His secondary passives is not that great, but like we'll take it. We'll take it. But yeah, nobody else. I don't think anybody's like bad, like dropped. I don't know how you go down a tier really when you're like this low already. I still think most of these... Did anybody easy A? I think I moved all the easy A's down to the below anyway. And I think there's still 10 bad cards at the bottom. Cool. Let's go and rank the new cards. So these are all the brand new free-to-play cards since the last time I ranked them, which was just before the easy A for the Dragon Ball Superhero Gohan. So we'll rank him first here as the starter point. I think he is an S tier character. Good stats. Maybe not the most perfect stats, but still guaranteed criticals at the start, multiple additionals. Androids, there's tough events with androids. So I think he actually is definitely worthy of the S tier. And of course, All in the Family is in his link set as well. So that's a big dub for the defense. So, yeah, pretty good card. Pretty good card. Definitely on the higher scale of TUR free-to-play cards. What else came after that? I think it was straight after Anniversary. So, let's do the Anniversary cards as much as I don't like too many of the Anniversary. Well, one of the Anniversary cards is not that great. Here we go. Hercule, man. Used them outside of his linking set, outside of his leader skill. He's just not doing anything too spectacular. He's there. He's got something, but it's just too much of an investment to bring him as a unit. His revival still sucks. It's 50% chance, and he has to take the hit to die. I just don't think he's worth it. He can be in B tier. He's massively raising defense. Actually saves him quite a bit in terms of stat-wise. Attack-wise, without World Tournament, it's kind of ass. So, yeah, I think he lands at B as, like, someone like the Para brothers, as, like, somebody as a defensive unit only. So, yeah. But if there's a future, like, Videl, EZA, or somebody that links well with him, he can actually be a nice slot, just to activate those weird links. Barbity into Margin Vegeta. Man, this guy's gotten so much flack from the truth, but at the end of the day, if you compare it to all the other free-to-play units, he's better. He's just better. Better than the Ginyu Force. I'm going to say it. Better than the Ginyu Force. First slot viability at some degree. Raising support for more units than... I guess they actually support the same about. More teams. And... yeah, I mean, dodges as well. He actually could technically survive multiple unit attacks from multiple different bosses because of the dodges. So, I mean, in that case, I can't... At top 5 free-to-play unit. Now, if you haven't seen my other tier lists, we do have a rule where in Z tier is only the top 10. So we do have to drop a unit down here because of that reason. And I think I have to finally drop down B-Pan. As much as I love her active skill, it is only one turn. It is such a big deal though. But yeah, she's in terms of normal attacks and tanking wise, she does need an item, which is quite an issue for the most part. But she's still a very good unit. So she has to be dropped down here just a little bit. But still S tier unit. She's very unique still with that active skill. Alright, Ella Piccolo. We're just going back-to-back bangers. Ella Piccolo. Guarantee guard with the Gohan. That's probably his downfall, though. He has to have a Gohan, which means he only has really one person to work with. It's kind of like the Ginyu Force, but still, even without the Gohan, he's at 300,000 defense. He's okay with it attacking. Linking-wise, he doesn't have too much. But I wouldn't say he's number one, just because I do count versatility a lot in these sort of tier lists, because I do like running... If a unit can be ran in 10 teams, that's just amazing compared to just one team. Especially with his team being not like a top 10 free-to-play team, Bonzo, Master, and Disciple. I would say he's not deserving of number one spot yet. I'm going to drop Gohan. I think depending on the Goku is actually a really tough thing these days. That's my reasoning. Like, look at the S tier units. There's not many Gokus. There's not many Gokus. And him without Goku, his defense stat is not good, unlike Piccolo. At least with Piccolo without Gohan, he's actually still got a decent amount of defense. If Version Z Goku maybe gets an upgrade, he's definitely on the next one to leave soon. But yeah, I think Gohan can drop there. I do like that you can do like this. These two could be really good if the Goku and Gohan weren't so reliant on turn 3. If they weren't so reliant on turn 3, I'd keep Gohan and drop Version Z Goku. But rely on rotation 3, rotation spot 3, I would say it gives that Gohan a little bit less value. Anyway, next up, we have the Goku Legendary Existence support. Legendary Existence is not the greatest free-to-play team. I'm mostly speaking of free-to-play experience, but still, he gets a decent amount of defense stat. He still has all types support, all allies support. Greatly raised attack and defense. You do have the Versa Freezer, which for extra bit of damage, but it's not too bad. I would say he's on par with Arms for the most part. Anyway, his link set is probably the worst thing. If he had All in the Family, I'd put him higher. But he doesn't have that, which kind of sucks. So right now, he's like at bottom S, I think. He's still good, but just like not as good as, say, this Gohan here. Gohan, third slot, even Stacker. The fact that he can be a third slot unit and still be very, very good, I think he actually very, very nice card. Could be a little too slow on the third slot. But I think he's still very, very good regardless. I think he's like right next to the superhero Gohan at the very least. Like as time, like after like 3 supers, I think he's actually like amazing though. Just the first 2 appearances a bit scary. That is pretty much it. Now for the Bardock. I'm going to put Bardock in A tier. I've used them in Bardock ESBR. Actually, it's tough. I do like him. It's just the hard part is linking. Because there's so many Bardocks now that he's just a third slot unit at the end of the day. And then he only supports one of the Bard. If he was a tech support, I'd probably give him. I don't know. He can be an S tier unit, but I think because Team Bardock's just like not as valuable as a team that I want it to be, I'll probably put him A. He's kind of like a Borgos in a way. If you think about it, he's kind of like a Borgos in a way. He does get a lot of defense though. If you have him under double Bardock team, he actually gets a lot of defense. It's because he has Tora and Fasha supporting him, like the summonable ones, that make him really good because he just gets so much support. But in a free-to-play team, there's just not as many supports, so I'm gonna just put him in A here. He's not as valuable as I'd say these 3 Bardock squad members right now. But yeah, I think I don't mind him being an A. He can definitely be an S tier unit though. You can give me the argument. I'll be like, yeah, sure, I agree. This Goku without a World Tournament character is just embarrassing, so I will put him at a B tier. If World Tournament was like a little bit better, or yeah, pretty much. If World Tournament category was just a lot better, I would say he could go A at the very least. I don't even think if he had the best World Tournament team, he's an S tier unit, so at best he's at B. He needs to raise defense mechanic as well on his super, and then he'd be starting to look really good. I don't think he's like in a like his best scenario. I think he's actually okay. I've never used him on a full World Tournament team, so this is probably like the person that I've least used. But I'll just put him B because he has a cool essay. And he can't be sure. He can't be that bad. He can't be as bad as this TN, surely. Now we have the Goku. Actually, I'd never used this Goku. I think he was like D tier when I first put him here, but I think he's just another B tier character. I've never used him before, so again, like my experiences may vary to yours. I feel like he's just a super battle unit, so I can only just from looking at it, I can only probably put him at B. He probably cooks in super battle road, but right now, since there's no categories that I haven't beaten in super battle road, the fact that he's not needed, I'd say he just sits at B, right? For now. We are now out of the anniversary, and we have 3 more units now. Goten, Trunks, and Marin. I'd say an A. Restricted to youth. Still a good team. I'd say no more than A. I think they do need the double super at the very least to start making them at least tanky. The attack and defense deduction kind of sucks. But in a youth team, they're actually a very viable unit. But yeah, outside of youth team, which they do have definitely other categories that they can be on, they're kind of just like mid at best. So yeah. If they had like 50% dodge at the start of the turn, and not 5 turns, I'd say I'd probably low-key put them on low S. Because they do raise a lot of attack for the 3rd ally if you put him in the 2nd slot. Or if you put him in the 1st slot, the amount of attack raised for the allies is actually pretty decent. Right now, though, linking-wise as well, they don't have much people that they can link up with that is, like, really good. Like, in the free-to-play roster, the only one that is decent to link up with that Trunks, Goten, and Marin is the Great Saiyaman which has aged quite a bit. And where is he? This Trunks here. Like, you can partner up these two, and they'll be pretty cool together. But that's about it. Like, outside of that, there's no S tier unit that's worth bringing next to him. Carceral Pride Troopers. Oh, God. What a surprise this unit gave me. Oh, my God. 4 super attack potential. 4.5, like almost 5 million attacks that, depending on the team that you run him on, is absolute ridiculous. But he can no more than low S. In a vacuum, he's probably a Z tier unit. Like this, in a free to play, in a vacuum where you have the best scenario on a red zone, he's probably like a Z tier unit. But if we're realistically looking at what he can be on, it's only Universe 11. Universe 11 sucks, so no more than S just because what he can potentially do. But if Universe 11 one day gets a huge free-to-play roster, doubt, 200% leader, that's ridiculous first slot unit, and you can put this guy safely in first or second, third and second slot. Oh my God, this guy can move up free, so free. But right now, he's just going to sit at S because you only use him for an easy A that requires like Universe Survivor Saga or Universe 11 as the weakness, and that's about it. So yeah, but I respect him. He is actually the best Universe 11 character in the game. So, I mean, that's a free-to-play dub in itself, so... And finally, the latest card to release is the Ella Prime Battle Cell. If you haven't seen the showcase on him, I'll... make sure you check that out. He's also surprised me because every time the details come out, I always see all these pay-to-play players saying he's mid or anything. But then when I finally use him, I'm like, holy crap. Holy crap. Unrestricted to whatever team he wants. He's not like, he doesn't need another partner. He just needs somebody with big bad bosses. 500,000 starter turn defense. With big bad bosses activated under a free-to-play leader. So imagine the double 200%, which he doesn't have too many, I'd say. LA Incel is his partner, potentially as one of the strongest units in the game. I'd say #1 spot. So I just want to quickly change things up for the tier list, specifically just make things a little bit more clearer. In the Z tier, they are ordered from 1 to 10. S tier is like upper and lower S. They're not really ordered. It's too hard to order like all of these cards in a row. So it's better if I just went upper and lower. But I can definitely do it for Z for sure. So let's do that. Now, we left off with version Z Goku just getting kicked off. I don't think he's in the top 10 spot at the moment. It's just really awkward for him. Because he gets a decent amount of defense, but there's not enough defense to actually tank. I know he's a nice support and everything like that, but I think also the Turtle School leader Goku actually ruined some of his viability just a little bit. So I will put him in the S tier. I think majority of these units are deserving of still in the top Z. I think the Ginyu Forces are still just a little bit better link-wise. If you get them with all their links, they just work so much better. I think Roshi's probably at the bottom 10 as well. He's about to get off. It's either him or version Z Goku. It's up to you of who drops down in the S tier. Because I think just the revival is just a lot more valuable, especially when all these hard events are limiting to one item. So him acting as like an extra item is really good, and just dodging in general. If you can dodge in a perfect RNG world, if you dodge everything, then he's a great tank in a way. The Piccolo is second. I think Cell is just a little bit better because I think Int Cell and his team, so Android Cell Saga Extreme Int, is a lot better of a team right now for free-to-play than Bond of Master and Disciple, which is really the only place you can really run him on. You can technically do Warriors Raised on Earth, but I still don't think that team is better than like the Int Cell team right now, and his numbers just put up so much that, yeah, it's just not it. I think right now, Barbi's like in the 4th spot. Vegeta Blue just a little bit better because of the fact that he can be ran in the brand new 8th Anniversary Dokkan Fest exclusives teams, which are one of the best characters in the game. So the fact that he can be on it is just amazing. Barbody's in this weird spot. Technically, in like stat-wise and ability-wise, better than Vegito Blue, but because of his teams, it's a little bit awkward. So I think you have to wait until either the LR EZA for the Super Vegito comes out, or the EZA for Boo and Barbody comes out, the Prime Battle LR. And I think this could move a spot for sure. I still think stat-wise probably better than Ginyu, because Ginyu Force can only be ran under the Ginyu Force, so it's kind of the same problem as Barbody right here. Actually, I think Jackie Chun's a little bit better than the Ginyu Force now, just because that 50% damage reduction is just so good. So, yeah, I'd put it like this right now. Ginyu Force isn't as good as a team as it was pre-8th anniversary, I'm not gonna lie. Like, teams have changed a lot with all of these different EZAs. And I think I'm happy with this. I think Goku and Gohan still underrated, and they can be a very good unit for sure. That's pretty much it for my tier list. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this tier list. If you have any other arguments, let me know in the comment section. Leave a like on today's video. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it. Until the next one, stay healthy, stay safe, stay busy. Peace out.